How's it going, guys? It is Goalazio here. Welcome back to another FIFA 21 career mode tutorial. Over the last couple of months, I've actually been looking at how to spend your budget in career mode. Of course, we've done a small amount, around 1 million. We've also done a general one as well, a general rule of thumb. So what we're actually going to be doing today is actually looking where should you spend your budget if you had £10 million. So let's get on into it, guys. If you've got any tips, hit that like button, hit that comment button, let me know what tips you have. But let's get on into it. Championship side. So Blackburn Rovers, for example, they're at near enough up there. Brentford are up there. Bristol are up there. Cardiff are up there. Slightly lower there. Derby have around £10 million. And then we do have Middlesbrough, which is around the cuff of that as well. And of course, you have some of the bigger guns as well in the Championship. So you are looking around a mid-tier team. So when I looked at this actual budget idea, I thought, right, okay, what would I need to do in that side? So let's jump into a random team and let me show you what I do. Okay, guys, so we do have Middlesbrough here, who are just under the cuff of the £10 million budget. So with this actual budget, you are going to get a side generally looking like the Middlesbrough team. A couple of decent players, a couple of low-rated players. But the way I actually organise my budget is in several different ways. First one is, with a team, with this actual budget, I look, do I have any players which are not going to be with me after Season 2? Or are they going to just fall down the side after Season 2? That's where I look at first. Not necessarily who aren't the best now, because what I find with a £10 million budget, you have to utilise that very, very well. So what I tend to do is get rid of the players I don't need in Season 3, in essence. So what I do, I look at that and I pick the players and I'm right, okay, we offload those. But this is what I actually do first. I find a couple of hidden gems. So what I actually do, I spend around over 60% of my actual budget on hidden gems. And one of the reasons I actually do that is because the way I see a team that falls under this £10 million category is all about planning for the future. You ain't necessarily, you have an okay side now, you can get through the season, but you can get yourself a few hidden gem players on the cheap. So around £6 million of your actual budget, consider bringing in 3, 4, probably 3, so they aren't too low of rated, to actually bring in hidden gems. It's absolutely brilliant. Okay, so coming in next with this, of course, some of you may be an actual Youth Academy fan. Youth Academy in a budget around this is kind of going to be a little scarce for you. But what I would actually consider doing is only putting it towards your academy around £1 million. So around 10%. And the reason I actually suggest this is because when you sign Youth Academy players in right now, they aren't good enough to sit into your side straight away. So is there any real need to actually invest heavily to actually begin with in that first season? In 2 to 3 seasons, when I've offloaded several players which are not necessarily in my first team anymore, not my second team, my Youth Academy is going to be coming through with actually really decent ratings and potentially getting into the first team or the second team. But you don't want to heavily invest in that to begin with, because you're going to be left short for the actual short-term goals, and meeting long-term goals will be a lot more difficult. Okay, so that leaves us with around £3 million to actually spend. So we are planning for the future. We're planning for the future again, but we're actually considering ourselves, not trying to meet the short-term goal. But then what we got is that £3 million. What I actually do with this in a £10 million side is actually just invest in 1-star player. This is a player which is probably going to be a starting 11 player constantly. So really think in the area where you need to improve. Where don't you have a hidden gem at the moment? Where players are low rated, which you're going to have to replace in the future. For me, this usually falls in the goalkeeper area. Goalkeeper or striker, that's where I tend to go with my star player. Because strikers, you need the best of the best. They get the goals, but you also need to keep those clean sheets. I think if you have a decent goalkeeper on FIFA, you could probably quite easily get around it if you have a slightly weak defense, especially if you are trying to bring hidden gem players through. So think about a star player. For me, it's a goalkeeper, works absolutely brilliantly, or a striker. That's it. That's how you actually spend £10 million in my opinion. The biggest thing here is not to oversee the Youth Academy. That's kind of your main project year. Reason I actually say that £1 million is absolutely perfect to get it ticking, and once you start pushing the upper leagues, you've actually got a really strong Youth Academy second side actually coming along. So what I highly recommend is 10% towards that, 60% towards hidden gems, and then actually 30% towards star players. It could be one, could be two, but my personal opinion, focus mainly on one player, whether it's a goalkeeper or a striker. Entirely up to you, but that's how I would spend it. Let me know your thoughts on how you would manage your budget of £10 million in career mode, but I really don't think you should be investing in your youth to begin with, because I just think if you invested the 60%, for example, in your youth academy, you aren't going to see any rewards until season 3, and then all of a sudden you're left short for the first season, and then potentially the second season. So that's the reason behind it. But guys, I want to say thanks for watching. I hope you all did enjoy the video. But as I mentioned at the start, of course, I can't wait to share the brand new career mode series with you. Going to be a very, very different career mode to probably what you've seen on YouTube for the first several episodes, because I can't wait to release it. But anyway, guys, my name is Goalazio. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much for supporting me. It means a lot. Honestly, brilliant. We're close to 7,500 subs, I think. So thanks, guys. My name is Goalazio, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.